We are, happy to announce that Honorable Union Minister of State for Ayush, uh, and he's an independent charge minister and has been leading the country's preparedness towards putting forward a better defense mechanism, not against only the COVID-19, but also with our neighbors. So I would now request and we are honored to have Honorable Minister Sripad Yesso Nayak ji, and I'm also happy to welcome him and highlight that when ISW Council started its work in 2014, Honorable Minister was our first guest of honor and chief guest in our first endeavor of India Health and Wellness Summit. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would request Honorable Minister to guide us and to highlight how Indian traditional medicines have come to the rescue of our population during this time of COVID-19, and we saw how Ayush Ministry very proactively tried to come up with the right kind of suggestions, inputs, and also guidelines as far as building and enhancing immunity was concerned, and in a way facilitated the overall mitigation of infection in our society, as well as the fatalities. So Honorable Minister, thank you so much for joining, and please enlighten us, sir.
Thank you very much. Namaskar to everybody.
Namaste.
Respected doctors, experts and other dignitaries, and ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start by congratulating the Integrated Health and Wellbeing Council for this unique gesture to honor the doctors and other people in the medical community who are the most dependable resources to fight this pandemic. This is also an opportunity to recognize the efforts of those working behind the scene, lab technicians, scientists, pharmaceuticals companies, to mention a few. The pandemic has stretched our stamina to the maximum, but we do not know how long we must fight. We have stood strong and united under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Bhai Modi ji, have been able to control the spread of this highly infectious disease to our village, even through measures like lockdown were criticized by some of the people. We have successfully implemented the measures like travel ban and a timely and well-coordinated track, trace, test, isolate mechanism. As compared to many countries around the world, India has lower mortality and better recovery rates. While some may try to seek the reason in the lower virulence of the strain of the virus that has infected the people in India, I would rather credit the unique medicinal heritage of the country. This is the land of Charaka and Sushruta. Charaka's well-rounded treatise of Ayurveda is relevant even after the almost 2000 years, while Sushruta, another practitioner of the traditional Indian medicine regime, conducted the world's first surgery. Contrary to what many may believe, Ayurveda is not a regimen of the abstentions. It does not give you a list of things not to do or not to eat or drink. The current treatment to cure the people infected with the COVID-19 are modern allopathy medicine that kills the virus, but in the process lowers our immunity as well. Ayurveda can help in boosting immunity so that even if one has been infected and has been cured, they do not get infected again. This will help in preventing a relapse. Ayurveda is not disease specific in its approach. It is a syncretic and highly specific to individual needs. It recognizes the human being as a part of the nature and acknowledges the influence of the nature and season on us. Ayurveda also considers the fact that all individuals are different and hence their requirement will be different as well. Compared to the popular modern medicine that is heavily focused on curative treatment, Ayurveda postulates a philosophy of how to live life so that one can be healthy and prevent disease. And that is why many of the ingredients in our household, right from tulsi to ginger, turmeric, fennel, and cumin, to mention a few, are hailed for having medicinal properties, and their use is modernization is favored. The philosophy of Ayurveda is emulated by the therapeutic tradition followed by the other alternative medicine, including the naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, and homeopathy. All of them focus on the philosophy of holistic well-being and guide us towards that. All of them originated in different parts of the world, but all of them have one underlying similarity. They are more of guidance to a healthy life rather than a prescription. At the same time, they are not known to interfere with the prescription of the modern allopathic medicine. In fact, alternative medicine is known for its role as a complementary and conventional or any other medicine. One can take homeopathic medicines safely with their regular medicines for blood pressure, thyroid, heart problems, diabetes, and similar chronic condition. There is no need to abruptly stop allopathic medicine if one chooses to begin homeopathy treatment. However, no medicine should be taken without consulting a doctor or registered practitioners. Having said that these are the very challenging times when we need to exercise the caution and judgment. Coronavirus is an unprecedented development, and all over the world, scientists are in hot pursuit of a remedy, either a prevention or a cure. We must wait patiently and not fall for unverified claims. At the same time, we must have faith in the traditional medicine system that factor is a local condition and emphasizes an overall healthy lifestyle without reducing the importance of the modern medical science. Probably that is why even doctors practice yoga and pranayama. In that light, I see the pandemic as an opportunity to renew our relationship with our life. Daily practice of yoga along with the pranayama and meditation can address the rising incidence of the chronic disease. Even in children, this is important because of many of these diseases have emerged as comorbidity that increase the chances and incidence of the mortality in COVID patients. Even in there, without the COVID, this chronic disease have been leading cause of the death and disability in Indians. The need to change our lifestyle was never as urgent as it is today. And if you ask your doctor, even he will not deny its importance and relevance in today's busy life. I would like to thank IHW Council again for their thoughtful expression of this gratitude towards the healthcare workers, honoring and acknowledging the momentous role they are playing in the battle that is grossly uneven so far. My best wishes to you for this extraordinary effort, which I wish him every success. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. Namaskar.
थैंक यू सो मच ऑनरेबल मंत्री जी। मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि आप 5 मिनट हमारे साथ और रहें। और सबसे पहले मैं आपको इस समय जो हमारे साथ सीनियर मेडिकल प्रैक्टिशनर्स और इंडस्ट्री के लोग जुड़े हुए हैं उनको इंट्रोड्यूस कराना चाहूंगा। हमारे साथ डॉक्टर अरुण गुप्ता हैं। ही इज हेडिंग द रिसर्च एट डाबर इंडिया लिमिटेड। And Dr. O.P. Kharbanda, he is head of orthodontics department at AIMS and also chair in ICMR. And he was, before you joined, he was describing how dental professionals and experts are also leading this fight against COVID-19 by voluntarily also many times, taking the responsibility of curing the COVID-19 patients. And we have Dr. Bhavna Sirohi. She is head of oncology, medical oncology in Max Hospital in Saket. और मंत्री जी, मैं आपको ये भी बताना चाहूंगा कि पिछले 4 दिनों में आज हमारा 5वां दिन है ये ग्रेटिट्यूड मैराथन का। और पिछले 4 दिनों में बहुत सारे हेल्थ केयर के और इंडस्ट्री के लोग जुड़े, जिन्होंने कैसे देश ने समय पर और सही तरीके से कोविड-19 की जो फाइट है उसको स्ट्रेंथन किया और उसको हम अच्छे से लड़ पा रहे हैं। इस पूरे दौरान बहुत सारे हमारे डॉक्टर्स और मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल्स उन्होंने बहुत सारी चैलेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट में काम कर रहे हैं। डॉक्टर खरबंदा भी उसी बात का जिक्र कर रहे थे। तो मंत्री जी, हमारी काउंसिल ने एक ये अनुरोध किया है सरकार को कि जैसे, और आप इससे ज्यादा उसको समझ सकते हैं, आप डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री भी में भी इन्वॉल्व हैं और MOS हैं डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री में। हमारा मानना है कि डॉक्टर्स आज हमारे सोल्जर्स हैं और वो जैसे सोल्जर्स बॉर्डर पे अपनी जान को दांव पे लगा करके देश की रक्षा करते हैं, आज हमारे डॉक्टर्स, मेडिकल प्रैक्टिशनर्स और सारे लोग जो उससे जुड़े हुए हैं और जो अपने आप को फ्रंट लाइन पे काम कर रहे हैं, वो अपनी जान की परवाह किए बिना देश के लोगों की जान को बचाने का काम कर रहे हैं। तो हमने रिक्वेस्ट की है कि अगर एक ग्रेटिट्यूड मेमोरियल डॉक्टर्स के लिए और हेल्थ केयर वर्कर्स के लिए भी होना चाहिए। हम देखते हैं कि सारे देश में, पूरे वर्ल्ड में वॉर मेमोरियल्स होते हैं। वॉर मेमोरियल उन सैनिकों को याद रखने के लिए जिन्होंने अपनी जान दी है अपने देश को बचाने के लिए, अपने देश का सम्मान बनाए रखने के लिए। डॉक्टर्स आज वही काम कर रहे हैं और हमेशा से करते रहे हैं, लेकिन पैंडेमिक के टाइम पर ये ज्यादा हाईलाइट होकर के हम देख पा रहे हैं और सोसाइटी भी समझ पा रही। तो मेरा निवेदन है आपसे कि आप भी हमें सहयोग करें और सरकार के साथ उसको आगे बढ़ाएं और कोशिश करें कि एक ऐसा मेमोरियल बने जो सारी हर समय तक देश के लोगों को याद दिलाता रहे कि स्वास्थ्य ही सबसे बड़ी पूंजी है और हेल्थ इज वेल्थ एंड द हेल्थ शुड कम फर्स्ट बिफोर एनीथिंग इन लाइफ।
करेक्ट, ये बहुत सही बात आपने कही। आप मेरी ओर से, मेरे मंत्रालय की ओर से ये सभी फ्रंटलाइन फाइटर को उनका मैं अभिनंदन करता हूं, उनको धन्यवाद देता हूं। जिस तरह से उन्होंने इस पैंडेमिक में काम किया, ये तो सराहनीय काम था। और इनके वेलफेयर के लिए, जैसा आपने कहा कि आयुष मंत्रालय कभी पीछे नहीं रहेगा, हम रोज आपके साथ रहेंगे, यही मैं आपको कहना चाहता हूँ।
थैंक यू सो मच मंत्री जी।